Good day, everyone. Today, we're going to explore one of the most exciting topics in Earth science, volcanoes. We'll learn how volcanoes form, how they behave, and how they're connected to deep ocean trenches, especially here in the Philippines, where we live in the Pacific Ring of Fire. Here are today's goals. First, review the layers of the Earth based on composition and physical properties. Explain how volcanoes form, and describe the different types of volcanic activity. Next, describe how deep ocean trenches are formed. Identify examples in the Philippines that show active geologic processes. Before we understand how volcanoes form, let us first review the structure of our planet. The Earth has three main layers: crust, mantle, and core. The crust is the thin outer layer where we live, made of continental and oceanic plate. Below the crust is the mantle, a layer of hot flowing rock or semi-solid rock called magma. Also in this layer, convection currents occur. At the center is the core, made of solid and liquid iron and nickel. Outer core is liquid, inner core is solid. The movement of these layers, especially in the mantle called convection current, drives the Earth's volcanic activity. By composition, we have the crust, mantle, and core. By physical properties, we divide the Earth into the following. Physical properties indicate the physical state of this layer in terms of solid or liquid. So let's start with the lithosphere. Lithosphere is the rigid outer shell. Obviously, this layer is solid, which comprise the crust and the uppermost mantle. Also, in this layer, the crust and the uppermost mantle breaks into pieces of plates called tectonic plates. And these plates move slowly and interact at their boundaries, which is where volcanoes often form. Below the lithosphere is a soft plastic-like layer. So the asthenosphere is liquid. This appears as liquid. And this is said to be the weakest sphere because it is the layer where the lithosphere or the plates allows to move. Below the asthenosphere is the mesosphere. So both the asthenosphere and the mesosphere is actually part of the mantle region. So mesosphere is the strong lower mantle because it is solid. And next layer is the liquid iron nickel or the outer core. And in the centermost layer or centermost region is the inner core, which is solid due to the immense pressure on the layer. Now you realize how the Earth is structured. You are now ready to understand plate tectonics. As mentioned earlier, the Earth's lithosphere is broken into segments or pieces called tectonic plates. And here are samples of your tectonic plates. Eurasian plate in both sides. You have your Pacific plate, where your Pacific Ring of Fire is part. And then you also have here the African plate and the South American plate, and then the North American plate on this region. I may not be able to mention all of these plates, but notice that these plates are not uniformly distributed. Some of the plates are big while the other plates occupy the least area. So this kind of diagram is giving us a new perspective how we see the world. Instead of continents and ocean, we can also classify the Earth based on the plate tectonics. And talking about this plate tectonics, these plates move slowly over the asthenosphere, and the region in that mantle where it allows the plates to move like a conveyor belt is known as the asthenosphere. Now, because of this slow movement of the plates, it results to different interactions. One is called divergent, convergent, and transform. When we say divergent, plates move away from each other. Convergent is when plates move towards each other, converge or collision. And transform plate boundary is when plates slide past each other. Now, let's go into our very own Philippine sea plate. In the Philippines, many active volcanoes are formed because the Philippine Sea Plate is pushing beneath the Eurasian Plate, a process called subduction zone. And the subduction zone is an area in the seafloor where oceanic crust dives under another crust. And this will be explained in details in our next slide. Here, let's focus into the Philippine Mobile Belt. This Philippine Mobile Belt is a complex zone of active faults, trenches, and mountain ranges that runs through the entire Philippine archipelago. So this Philippine Mobile Belt is a cluster of active faults, active volcanoes, as well as there is mountain building processes going on here. And this is a result of the convergence between Philippine Sea Plate and the Eurasian Plate. So, Eurasian Plate to the west and the Philippine Sea Plate to the east. Because these plates constantly collide, the Philippines experiences frequent earthquakes, volcanic eruption, and mountain building. Before you overthink about doomsday because of this interaction, let me remind you that tectonic plates move very slowly, only a few centimeters per year, about as fast as the growth of your fingernails. Do not overthink. The Philippines is part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, a zone of frequent earthquakes and volcanic eruptions surrounding the Pacific Ocean. This explains why our country has more than 20 active volcanoes, including Mayon, Taal, and Canlaon. Also, our country has active volcanoes, deep ocean trenches, and major faults. But what is exactly the mechanism why these active volcanoes, deep ocean trenches, and major active faults are formed in the Philippine archipelago? So to answer this, let's go back to the plate interaction between Eurasian plate and that of the Philippine Sea Plate. So as a result, we have these active volcanoes, which I will going to explain next, trenches, deep ocean trenches, and the major um, active faults. So looking into the western side of the country, we have the following trenches. MT, which is Manila Trench, has 4 segments. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this one. And then your Negros Trench has 2 segments, so NT1, NT2. And Sulu Trench has two segments, so 1 and 2. Then the Cotabato Trench also has two segments. So how these trenches exist? Let us remember the western side, this is an ocean, South China Sea. So Eurasian plate is colliding to our Philippine mobile belt. As a result, the oceanic crust dives under the Philippine belt. So thus it creates the following Manila Trenches, Negros Trenches, Sulu Trench, Cotabato Trench on the western side of the Philippines. Now in the eastern side, we have here ELT. So, okay, this one, okay, sorry for that. Okay, so this one East Luzon Trench or ELT. So this side here, the Philippine Trench has 6 segments. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this side here is an oceanic crust, so it's the Philippine Sea Plate that collides with the Philippine Mobile Belt. As a result, since the oceanic crust is denser, it dives under the Philippine Mobile Belt. Thus, it results to subduction zone. In other words, the trenches surrounding the Philippines are subduction zones. Trenches form at subduction zones. On the other hand, the same interaction, the Philippine Sea Plate, and that of Eurasian Plate, the same interaction resulted to active fault lines. Trenches is happening down the ocean, while active fault lines is happening on the land. So for active faults, it forms on the land as a result of that same movement. When plates push or pull or slide, in this case, the plates are being pushed toward each other, it creates a stress, and this stress causes the crust to crack, creating faults. Here is how active volcanoes are formed in the country. The oceanic plate is represented by a Philippine Sea Plate. Converge or collides with the continental plate, and in this sequence, it's the Philippine Mobile Belt. Since the oceanic plate is denser, it dives under the Philippine Mobile Belt, which results to magma rises up to the surface. Thus, it creates a volcano, and over time, it will lead to volcanic eruption. Now, however, not all plates or not all volcanoes are formed from converging plates. There are volcanoes that are formed from divergent plate boundary. So volcanoes at divergent plate boundaries, like the mid-ocean ridge, forms when tectonic plates move apart, allowing magma to rise and create a new crust as it cools. Since magma goes out from the vent and water will immediately reaches that magma, it will cool and creates a new crust at the seafloor. Meanwhile, there are those volcanoes that are formed not by convergence, but not also by divergent, but it is through a hotspot area. So, hotspot volcanoes such as those in the Pacific Plate, for example, Hawaii, form when magma from a stationary mantle plume melts through the moving plate, creating a chain of volcanoes over time.